Is the government capable of creating sustainable jobs?
Say that again?
Is the government capable of creating sustainable jobs?
Well, the government doesn't create jobs, in my view. The private sector creates jobs. The role of the government is to make sure that there are the conditions precedent, the right climate for investment. And so what a government can do is make sure that the cost of conducting business or doing business is more advantageous to people who have some optimistic idea of what they want to do, whatever their shop may be or their restaurant or whatever their business is, to say, hey, I can do this. And that the government doesn't take too much of their taxes, doesn't impose. It's not just taxes. Really, the bigger problem in many respects is regulations. And it's really important to have prompt permitting. And the permitting agencies, whether they're local, state, or federal, ought to be on the side saying, oh, here's what you need to do to comply with the law, as opposed to this adversarial approach. Right-to-work laws matter a great deal as well. Energy policy matters. If we're having to pay higher electricity bills or higher fuel bills that increase the cost of production, that makes us less competitive as well. So the role of the government is to make sure we have a safe country and very pro-entrepreneurial policies. And a prime example of this is people, how they have been moving. People voting with their feet. The politically obsessed folks, every 10 years with the census, all like to say, oh, look, this state is gaining electoral votes, or this state is losing representation in Congress. Yeah, that's all relatively interesting to the political science types. You know what that is? It's decade after decade, people are moving to where there's jobs, where there's an opportunity to provide for themselves and their families. What have we been seeing? People have been moving to the South and the Mountain West. California, which throughout history, since 1850, when it became a state, has always been growing faster than the rest of the country. This last census, it is not growing faster. People are moving to where the jobs are. Now, what are the common features of these states where people are moving? They have lower taxes. They have more affordable energy, if you look at electricity and fuel costs. They have right-to-work laws where men and women are not compelled to pay $700 a year on average as a condition of getting or keeping a job. And they have a well-educated, trained workforce. That's the key. Those are the solutions. I mean, that's people moving. And it's not just theory, it's fact. It's human beings, our fellow Americans. Those principles of why Virginia and southern states and Mountain West states are gaining population and the Northeast is losing is really an example for America as well. And so that's what the role of the government is. At the state level, obviously, the top responsibilities, in my view, are education and law enforcement. At the national level, it's national security and national defense. And the way you pay for them all is with a vibrant economy, but not the government creating jobs. And in fact, while I was governor, about 10,000 state jobs, we reduced the state jobs by 10,000. More importantly, over 300,000 net new jobs were created in the private sector in just 4 years, and Virginia became known as the Silicon Dominion with these kind of policies.